Hi everyone, so this is a short video on how to use Explain Everything EDU. This is the version that is used by our elementary students and also our students in grades 6 and 7. If you teach 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12, the features that I'm going to talk about you can still use. You're using the purple version. It's called Explain Everything Whiteboard. So it's the purple one with a white E. But the tools that I'm going to show you can use in either. So I'm going to tap on Explain Everything. And here what I'm going to do to start a new project is tap New. And then I'm going to start with a blank canvas. You can also do template and files, but in this one we're going to use the blank canvas. And what you notice is there's the toolbar over on the side. So you have the pen, which allows you to write. You can change colors if you'd like to. If you tap on it again, you can use the options there to change colors. You have the highlighter, so if you had any text, you could highlight that. Again, you can change colors of your highlighters. You have the eraser and the paint can that do different things. You know, the eraser erases things, the paint can fills in things. You have a shapes feature that you can try. I'm not going to talk about that one today. The A allows you to type text. So you can do that. I'm not going to talk about that one today either. Then we have the X to delete things, the laser pointer, which you can use to point out things. The I allows you to layer things, but this is just going to be a basic overview. I'm going to show just a couple of the tools. So the first one I'm going to show is how I could add a picture, like if I wanted to take a picture. So I'm going to tap here, and I'm going to use the camera. So I'm going to tap the camera, and remember the first time you do this, it'll ask you if you can give access to the camera, and you just say allow. But now I'm going to take a picture. So let's say that I wanted to take a picture of this book right here. I am going to go ahead and snap a photo. And then I'm going to just say use photo. And then done. And once I've done that, then I can decide how big or small I want it. If I want it to take up the whole space or a little bit of space. I am now going to do that one more time. So I want to add a slide. So to do that, I press the plus down here at the bottom right corner. And that gives me a new screen. And what I want to do is take a picture of a page that I like. So I'm going to do this one. So again, I'm going to tap this. I'm going to tap picture. And now I get my book back. Take a second. Say use photo. Done. And I could continue that on for however many things that I wanted it for. In this part, I wanted one of my favorite lines from the book and then the book cover. I'm making a screencast about, it could be a book review, it could be a book overview, it could be like a book commercial, however you would want to do it. So now what I'm going to do is go back to my first slide by just using the arrows down here at the bottom right. That toggles between slides. And now I want to record my voice talking about one of my favorite books. So I am going to go ahead and use the record button. Now a couple things with the record button. If you tap on the microphone, you notice that it will mute the microphone. You tap it again, it turns it back on. So that's something to think about. When I go to record, I would just tap the record button. It doesn't give me a 3, 2, 1. It starts right away. So I am recording, and then when I am done, I just press stop. And many times you will want to re-record. You've done it once, you listen to it, and you think, I want to do it again. So one of the things you can do is go back to the beginning. So I was showing that right now. If I tap where the time is, I get that bar, that toolbar. I'm just going to drag all the way to the beginning. And instead of having mix, I'm going to change it to overwrite. That means it's not going to keep the recording I had. It's going to replace it or write over it, meaning overwrite. So I could decide to record again. So this time I'm going to think about what I'm going to say. So I would say, this is one of my favorite books titled My Many Colored Days by Dr. Seuss, painting by Steve Johnson. and I could just go and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to press the red button, but it starts right away. That's one thing you want to keep in mind. And then I say overwrite here. This is one of my favorite books. It's titled My Many Colored Days by Dr. Seuss. The paintings are by Steve Johnson and Lou Fancher. And then you've recorded for that slide. Now, one of the things I really like about Explain Everything is that I can record one slide and then I can record the other. I don't have to do it all at one time. So now, if this one's ready, I can go to the next slide. Just tap the arrow over here on the right side. I'm at the next one, and then I could go ahead and record again. When you're all done with your project and you're ready to share it, be it on Seesaw or in Schoology, you can tap that square with the arrow up at the top and do an export. And the best way to do it, because I've recorded my voice, would be to export it as a video. And then it will process that after I select where it's going to go. So you see Seesaws here. So if you have students that are using Seesaw, they can turn it right into Seesaw. It'll take it there and then they select their name after it's processed. Or you could turn it into Schoology and they would select the assignment once it's processed. So both of those will work. So that's just a little overview about how to use pictures in Schoology and also how to record and overwrite for your voice.